Crown Heights, Brooklyn, 1987. My brother used to work inside of a coke spot that was disguised as a bodega on Union Street and Nostrand Ave. I used to go inside there to run errands for my brother and his friends. One day I went inside looking for my brother, and one of my brother's co-workers was behind the counter. I said, yo, Jughead. That's what we used to call him, Jughead. I said, yo, where's my brother, Jughead? Yo, Jazz, your brother doesn't come in till later on tonight. I said, word? Damn. I said, yo, Jughead, you don't mind if I stick around? He said, man, you know, you family, man. You can do whatever you want. I said, good looks. So I looked to my right, and I noticed that there was this skinny lady. She was sitting there counting a fat stack of money. She's counting 100 after 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She kept repeating it. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of paper. I said, yo, Jug, you know what's about to happen. It's about to be a nice, sweet Vic for me. He said, come on now, Jazz, man. You can't do that, man. Come on, man. You can't violate like that. I said, bro, she don't got to know that I know you, man. He said, yo, if Shabazz find out, that's on you, man. That's on you and your brother. I said, bro, man, don't even sweat it. I got you. I said, here's the plan. You're going to give me 50 cents, and I'm going to take both quarters, and I'm going to insert them inside the arcade game, and I'm going to die real quick. And that's going to be it. I got this whole thing strategized and well mapped out, so don't be paranoid, man. Just fall in line. He said, all right, man, but look, you're on your own. I said, bro, I got this. They had the Mrs. Pac-Man arcade game. So I took 50 cents out of my pocket, and I inserted it inside the arcade game. So I started playing. So as I'm playing, I'm looking at the lady from the corner of my eye. And I see the lady counting the money. Oh, man, I was like, oh, my God, man, there's so much paper. So now I'm done with plan A. Now it's time to execute plan B. I opened the door, and I looked around, and she was staring at me strangely, like I was up to something, but she didn't catch on. So I said, Rock, you know what it is. He said, yo, do you again, man, do you. So as she counted the money again, I just said, yeah! I snatched it right out of her hands. And I ran out the door. So I'm running top speed. And I'm saying to myself, I can't believe I'm actually getting away. So as I'm running, I turn around to see where she's at. She paused and took off her shoes. So I'm still running. I turn around again. She was moving top speed. I turn around again. She was moving like the Road Runner. It was unbelievable. She was on my ass. And I'm like, yo, oh man, this is crazy, man. So I run across Eastern Parkway, and I dip into the traffic. And when I get across Eastern Parkway, there was a bunch of Jewish kids coming out of a school. And I was like pushing them to the side. It was cars beeping their horns. So I ran up a block, and I dove onto somebody's porch. So I'm on the porch, and my heart is beating boom, 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 at a high rate. I said, this lady is going to kill me. So I took the money out of my hands, and I said to myself, I'm not going to put the money in my pocket, because if I put the money in my pocket, she's going to dig my pockets. So I said, let me put the money in my drawers. So I put the money in my drawers, my fruit of the loom. So I'm on the porch. And I'm like, any second now, this lady's going to walk up on this porch, kick my little ass. So I stuck my head up to see where she's at. And she was like in the middle of the street. And some guy gave her the wrong directions and said, I think he went that way. I guess he just wanted to get out the way. So I put my head down, and my heart is still beating. So I stayed up on the porch for about 25 minutes. Then finally, I got enough courage to leave the porch. So I started jogging back in the opposite direction. back towards Nostrand Avenue train station. So when I get to Nostrand Avenue train station, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I dug into my pockets. I said, oh, fuck, where's the money? Damn, all that for nothing. Shit. Then I start feeling my area, like where my crotch is at. I said, oh man, I forgot I stuffed the money down there. I pulled it out, I start counting it, and it was at least a G500. I was like, more money than I ever seen before in my life. So I walked over to the token clerk, and I gave the token clerk a $100 bill. I said, give me a token. So as he gives me a token, as I'm walking off to insert the token inside the turnstile, he said, excuse me, sir, don't you want your change? I said, oh, yeah, you're right. So as I'm walking back to the token clerk, I look up, there's a police officer in a booth just staring me down. That's when my heart started racing again. I'm like, oh shit, man, yo, this is crazy, man. So I'm like, okay, thank you, sir, man. So I put the token in, I went across the turnstile, and now I'm waiting for the train. The train took at least 20 minutes to come into the train station. So my heart, there go that beating again, boom, 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 boom. Then finally, the train pulls in the train station. I get on the train. For whatever reason, the train just stood there for like another 20 minutes. I'm sweating bullets, and everybody on the train seems to have their eyes on me. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. Maybe I'm in a Twilight Zone or somewhere, man. Then finally, the doors close. Train is in motion. Next stop, Kingston Avenue. Yes, I'm almost home, scot-free. Next stop, Utica Avenue. That was my final destination. So I started jogging out a block. So when I got to my mom's crib, I ran upstairs, opened the door, went to my room. I started counting the money. More money than I ever seen before in my life, as I said previously. My brother walks in the room, my brother Corey, the one that works inside the coke spot. He said, yo, Jazz, where you get all that money from? I said, yo, Corey, you gonna be mad with me, man? But here, before you yell at me, here's $300. He said, little brother, where did you get this money? I said, take the fucking money, here. So I gave him $300. I said, yo, I caught a crackhead out there in a Shabazz spot. He said, you did what? I said, yes, man, I robbed a crackhead. He said, damn, Shabazz spot, man? I said, he was like, yo, how I'm gonna go back to work? I said, bro, man, yo, nobody don't know anything, man. A crackhead she don't even know who I am. So he said, yo, man, fuck that shit, man. Shabazz wasn't paying us anyway. Nigga's a creep, man. He got us working in that spot, risking our lives, and he's not even paying us. I said, you see? So about 30 minutes later, somebody says, yo, Corey! Yo, Corey! So my brother, he opens up the window, and so and behold, it's Shabazz. He said, yo, Corey, where's your little brother? My brother said, I don't know. He said, yo, we gotta talk, man. Yo, he caught one of my best customers out there, man. You gotta get that money back. Little do he know, I'm right on his side. My brother said, yo. He said, yo, little brother, stay right here. I said, yo, I'm not giving that nigga shit. I don't gotta give him shit because number one, all he gonna do is pocket the money himself. So that was the biggest come up ever in my life. The biggest. So I said, man, you know what, man? I'm gonna be fair about this, man. Give Shabazz $200 and tell him that I dropped the rest, to be fair. So I gave my brother $200 and allegedly Shabazz gave the money back to the crackhead. As far as I can remember, I took that money. I bought a beige Paul Smith shirt, a denim trench, a 2-finger ring, and like 5 8-balls. I said, I'm in the business myself now. I'm gonna open up my own spot. So I started bubbling. I flipped my chips and everything was going according to plan. This was the biggest jukes ever. But guess what? There's something called karma. Karma comes with everything. A year later, I was on Franklin Avenue. And I said, it's time for me to head back to the block that I live on. Enough is enough, man. We call it a wrap for the night. So I headed towards Franklin Avenue train station. I went down into the train station, and I was the type of kid, I wasn't trying to pay no fare. So I was the type of dude that would just jump the turnstile. So I'm going to jump the turnstile, and there was a police there. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to walk back home. So from Franklin Avenue to Utica Avenue, I say it's a few miles. So I said, I'll walk back home. I said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm going to get on the train on Nostrand Avenue. When I go inside the Nostrand Avenue train station, there's a police there too. I said, fuck it. So I started walking again. So, you know, like the night lights they be having, like near people's houses? As I'm walking, a night light comes on, real bright. And the same crackhead that I robbed walked right into the night light, right in front of me, like a zombie. She looked me in my face, and I turned, I followed her eyes, and the chick didn't even recognize me. My heart started racing, and I thought to myself, there's always a karma when it comes to a sweet jux. The end.